Welcome to the Three River Valley series for Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We're picking up on the 7th of April 1990. The reason we're quite a few months on from the end of the last video is that I wanted to wait until this incinerator was finished before I started the recording, because in this part I want to start the big cleanup, because up until now we've been in a kind of survival mode where we've been dumping into dumps. And what I want to do now is start the process of reprocessing our waste. And also I want to do a little bit of an experiment just to gauge the amount of waste that we're going to be receiving, especially the different types, and how well this setup will be able to deal with things. At the moment it can't is probably the polite way of saying it, because we don't have the workforce. And the reason we don't have the workforce is the fact that up here, we're still building up this little area here, which I've kind of filled in an attempt to get everything ready, but it might be a bit sketchy. I think we've got food in here. So, yeah, no garbage collection. You are covered, aren't you? Let me just see. Oh, that's a point. I've had a little bit of a... Well, let me just see. You should be covered. Yeah. Obviously, it's probably taken a little while for the game to work out. I have put in... I think that's a garbage dump there. I'm not sure if it reaches that area there. And so maybe... I mean, there's a garbage truck running around, so maybe it would actually put that together. We'll just have to keep an eye on that. It's one thing after another. And before we get into working on this area, I'm just going to go through my successes and my failures. The failure in this area is I was a bit too ambitious with this. You can see I've only filled up this mixed waste dump, and that's only from the output of Dark Valley. And so what I've had to do is flip it back to the dump over there for the moment until I catch up. What I really would like to do is get rid of all this hazardous waste. But the success is that the kind of biological fertilizer chain that I set up in the last part seems to be working. It's quite interesting, actually. If I show you these trucks here, what I'm doing here is trying to empty this dump out. And what you'll see here, I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, it says what this truck's actually got is biological waste and fertilizer. So it seems if you move biological waste using a distribution office, the trucks don't distinguish. What they do is pick up the percentage of the biological waste that's actually in the dump, which is 50% biological, 30% fertilizer. And what they are doing is transporting it over to this setup that I got over here. This area is filling up. Well, it's not massively, but we have got some fertilizer from it. You can see this is just over 30%. These trucks are just still currently sat here doing nothing. But if I go up the up to here, you will see that we've got a tiny amount of fertilizer coming into here now. So this supply chain seems to be working quite successfully. While we're up here, I'll show you a bit of a mixture of failure and success. The failure side is that when I set this distribution office up, I forgot to check liquid fertilizer in the customs shed. So these farms over here, or this farm over here, has been operating with just ordinary fertilizer, and you can see we've now got the beginnings of liquid fertilizer arriving, because he's got quite a lot of fertilizer piled up here. But quite interestingly, if I flip on the fertility, and we'll just leave it, I don't know if you guys can see it, but these fields originally when I came in here were just at 150%. So what that has taught me is the fact that if you're running on one type of fertilizer, no matter how efficient that is, you can't get above 150%. And just to show you here, this field here is on 150%. You can see it there. and it says actual nutrient level 100%. But if I come over now, because we got the liquid fertilizer coming in, what happens is when you get 2, it seems that the nutrient level sets back, and you can see that we're now moving to 176%. And I'm guessing that the maximum fertility of any field now is 200%, which means each one of these fields can produce 600 tons of crops. So we really need to get this set up as a pickup point. And just to kind of highlight that, I come up to here and I show you the fields here, because these farms have actually had the benefit of both. And you can see here that what I've noticed is that the big fields may struggle to keep the fertility up, but if I show you these medium fields, these are all 200% across the board here. Where some of these large fields, I think it's a ratio of distance. If you get too far away, you can actually see, especially the large fields, that it takes a lot to keep the fertility up high. So that's another potential issue and it's occurred to me that maybe if you're starting out, it might pay to use your first farm close to the border when you're first starting. Might pay to actually use medium fields rather than large fields, because it'd be easy to keep the fertility rate up. I know a medium field only produces 100 tons of crops, but if you can get, well, it's debatable actually. We're just going to need to test it. So that's a kind of success to do with fertility. Quite interestingly, I don't know, just spin in and check our large repair station. And we got, well, no, it's actually finished a few of the repairs, because the repair station here built up. I've realized that I've made a bit of a mistake here by putting the dumps so close to the residential area. So that's a mistake. But at the same time, it might give us an idea about what the level of pollution from these dumps will be. So maybe we'll just have to try and keep the amount of load light. And what I want to do here is basically see how much we're getting from this area in the way of waste. And this is something that I want to do. And what I'm probably going to be is, no, I'll talk about that later on. Now, my next failure is down here, and it's a little bit of a dramatic failure, but it's also an opportunity. Is that I made an assumption that when I clicked on this office that it covered the whole area, but it doesn't. And you can see we've got a bit of a dead zone here, and what that's resulted in is we've got, oh, not that, sorry, come into here. I show you the vehicles. You see we've got a couple of vehicles in this area that need a little bit of repair. We've got a police car there, an ambulance. I think, actually, if I do the whole map just to show you, we've got a number of vehicles up in this area. But these are at 53%. This one's at 50%, and it's actually at 55%. And you can see here that he's going out, and he's pretty grotty. But I think I might have a bit of an opportunity here. Actually, because what I would like to do now, this is a leap in the dark because I'm not 100% sure. Because if I show ambulances, you can see here we've got a couple of old vehicles here, and what I want to do is 90. Well, I don't, because it doesn't really make that much difference. Come in there. I'm going to put that there. Now, I've been looking at this with respect to setting this up. I think it's going to be very difficult to test it in this series, because you can see it says wear and tear greater than 50%, 50% and vehicle age 24 years. Now, if I show you here, and we do a search by age, my oldest vehicle is only 3 years, and I'm a bit worried that if I drop the age down too low, we may actually get a surge of vehicles being replaced. So what I'm going to do is we're going to try the manual option. We got here, it says replace oldest vehicle. Okay, what have I done? What's happened? So the vehicle's disappeared. I think the vehicle disappeared because we don't have scrap off because we haven't got the automatic bit in there. Okay, I'm assuming that because I've got no vehicle construction, it will be at the nearest point. I'm assuming that this customs office up here would be the nearest point. Let me just see. So the vehicle disappears immediately. I'm assuming that if it was to be scrapped, it would make its way to a scrap yard. So let me just see if it... Does it show up in here? Okay. Well, there was vehicles... Oh, there it is. So you're going to Clotherton Hospital. Right, good. Now the question I've got is I had 2 of those vehicles. Did I replace both of them or just one of them? Let me just see. So that's how the manual... What are you doing there? Exhaust missing. Aluminium. Question is, how do I tell what type of repair this guy actually needs? Repair cost. He's 9.5 tons of aluminium. Right, let's have a look. Have I got any other helicopters that need repair? You're not being repaired. You've got the truck, the tanker that's being repaired. Let's just have a look up here. Okay, so we've got to deliver aluminium. And that's going to be interesting. We've got open store, open store. We're going to have to import aluminium. That's going to cost us. Right, you're going to need aluminium. Where's the guy delivering? No, it's going to have to deliver directly to here, isn't it? Northern bitumen wood vehicle repair. Warehouse. Who's delivering the steel? All repair shop. There's the steel pickup. Yeah. You've got the aluminium. Right. You need aluminium. Now, I don't want to deliver aluminium everywhere. So, you're picking up the aluminium there. You need the aluminium delivered. What's the... Who's delivering to... Yeah. Review. Have to be delivered to here. Okay. Oh, you don't need aluminium. Right, you need aluminium. So it's that one, and I think that sorted it out. Just get back to... I think they've made a change to the game because I was repairing helicopters without aluminium. Down to here. I just want to double check that you are a repair shop. It's going to put my costs up. What was I doing? Still going through my successes and failures. I think I'm going to get an extra couple of ambulances in here, actually. No, it hasn't. That's it. It hasn't replaced this one. So we're going to buy a couple more of those. But what we're going to need here is a repair bay. A repair of capacity. Let me just see. It'd be nice to get a small one still about there. That's got water and sewage. Yeah. I turn this to an advantage. I mean, it'd be great to do that, but oops, thank you, game. Now, I think we'll just have to put you in about there. And I think just speed it up as usual. Put a mud road in. And then we'll get this guy. I'm putting a repair bay in there. I think you've got all your repairs well under control, so I don't think we've got a problem there. Get that built. I think that covers all my successes and failures. So what I'm going to do now is just talk about my strategy, because what I really would like to do is actually get an idea about how much of the different types of wastes are going to be produced. So this is going to be our waste processing recycling unit. Oh, I did have a bit of a fail here. I forgot to put the power supplies in and the footpaths. I had a little bit of fun with the footpaths, and as you can see here, if I go underground, you can see I've got the long footpath here because I forgot that we didn't have a road connection to here. So we've got a bit of a long footpath range. If I show you this one proved a bit of a challenge. You see that this goes out to 375 meters to get to this construction processing yard here. I want to check this. That's set to gravel. So I had a bit of a problem setting up. So the idea is going to be is that we're going to how can you explain it? We're going to do all full reprocessing in this side of the map, which means we're going to do all the separation. We're going to get the metal out and the plastic, and eventually what we'll try and do is send some recycled goods up from here, because I want to have an idea about how much waste is being generated. Down here we're just going to go for disposal, so we're going to burn everything into here. Why are you guys still, where are you from? You're not meant to be delivering here. Where are you? Okay, you're not meant to be delivering mixed waste. I'm gonna have to put you onto that dump for the moment. I got a little bit kind of enthusiastic because I thought I could get this going. You can see this is actually full up. And the reason for that is that we don't have the workforce in here at the moment. You see we've got 9 so at the moment, and plus we've got the kind of processing plant here going, and so we're processing, but there's no way we're not processing anything of any great order. Now, one thing I do want to talk about, I was watching this just before the video started. I'm starting to get an idea of the processing efficiency now. The fact that to burn biological, burnable and other waste, the percentages are very high. Plastic's 80%, but the last thing you want to put into here is fertilizer and hazardous. And then what you can see also here, if you send metal into here, it's going to come out as mixed waste rather than as D. Dennis Show demonstrates in his very good video, the fact that we're just going to get ash out here. And I think at the moment the amount we're kind of processing is so small that we're not going to have a problem. Who are you? Up Valley domestic waste. I thought I fixed you. You're not meant to be bringing mixed waste down to here. Dark general waste drop. You're meant to be taking it to here. Maybe they're still readjusting. Yeah, mixed waste. And then just what I want to do is just push everything into here for the moment. This will be the filter. And then that makes it a bit easier to control the flow in that direction. Yeah, I've got lots and lots of building maintenance as well. It's something else I've been pushing these guys quite hard recently. Not these are the road crew. These guys. And they've actually got a little bit of a thing. I think we're going to push you up to, actually, maybe we'll make you 45. Because they're picking up a lot of these general repairs. And you can see they're not actually making progress because we don't have bricks. So let's have a quick check to see if we've got bricks coming in. There's one headache after another here. That's 900 tons of coal. Any of you guys? Just speed this up. Got bricks in here. I'll have a quick click on here. Because I've got a feeling these ships are getting repaired because they come into here. Have a look at the wear and tear on these. See, these have got good wear and tear. So these ships must be being repaired. Okay, we got bricks, so we're going to need to do it. Oh, the other thing also, guys, I don't know whether... Let me just check. Oh yeah, we're recovering now. One thing I've noticed, and I'm sorry, apologies, I'm going to flash up to here. I've had to readjust my shipping because, in fact, I've got multiple ships coming up with fuel now. Oh, that one hasn't picked up fuel because I've noticed that I am really going through vast amounts of fuel up here, and this 1500 storage was getting very low not long after I finished the previous video. I think this guy's just dropped off fuel. Now he's going to there to pick up oil. So I kind of think if I was playing this long term now, I'd be looking to put an oil refinery up here as well, because all the waste trucks and everything running around with the helicopters, it's how can you say, it's getting very heavy on the fuel, and I think that could be quite a big issue and something you will need to plan for. I'm kind of wondering, I'm not sure. I mean, they will walk to here, but I don't think, have you got power yet? No, you've got no power supply. I don't think the power supplies have been... This without power supply. Yeah, we still need to build this. I think that's holding up the problem there. We're just going to get rid of that. This could be interesting. Aha, demolish. Okay, we're going to have to... another failure. I'm going to put you on there. Yep, that's another failure. I don't really want to blow that up. If we can get that built. I could get the helicopter guys on it and bypass the... Get that done as well. So we need to get power into here. Let me just see. I think this dump is plastic, isn't it? because the construction waste and the gravel will go that way. And the plastic will, so this will come out here, and then we need to send the plastic to there. Pretty sure that's going to be the plastic waste from the separation. Oh well, we'll sort that out. That needs to be worked on. Let's check my. I'm put it this way. I'm starting to regret a little bit about the thing here. This one is full up. One thing I've noticed is this stops processing stuff once it actually fills up. I'm not too worried about this because what I'm going to do is hopefully eventually is just empty this out completely one way or another, and just have this as part of the big general tidy up. At the moment, as long as there's enough capacity there for things. Okay, these guys have got 4 jobs. That's good. I want to make sure they're working on this area here. We're losing happiness. Yeah, we got this here. Part of the problem is that I'm not really paying enough attention to the what we call it, to the general economy, because I'm so fixated on waste, and it is causing a bit of a problem. But I can't see there's much I can do about it at the moment. See, this one's stopped. This one's just processing, but it's just about to run out. But what I'm going to do is get this built. We've got this. Now this one has actually cleaned itself up. And we've now got this dump here. And what I want to do is send the hazardous waste to there. Whoops, no. Where are you dumping the hazardous waste? Where's that? Wow. That's a long way. Too long. I think we're gonna change this. I'm trying to get the everything set up so that I can do something. I think what we will do is get rid of you, and we'll start putting the hazardous waste into there. Again, it comes down, I'm trying to work out the extent, because as far as I can tell up here is the big problem is going to be construction waste and metallic waste. So we're going to need to kind of start separating that out. If we bring the hazardous waste there, I think we'll keep those dumping to the border. We're going to put the hazardous waste in there. What I'm trying to do is clean up this, keep this dump clean, because it's gone back to hazardous again. So that's why I built this dump here. So the idea is that these we can clean up the hazardous waste, get this nice and clean mixed waste, and then we can then put in and then we can then process this into something else, or either that or just let it get rid of stuff as it goes away eventually. Oh, that's the idea anyway. So we're looking good here. How's the hazardous waste here? I still don't feel that I've got a handle on everything here. It says at least one garbage container is full. Yeah, well, let me just see. I think I feel the need, because these guys just work all the time. landfill, mixed waste, biological waste. I think what we're going to do is I'm going to do this as a bit of an experiment. Might regret it. I want to see how much the pollution spreads. So we're going to put the we'll put it no we'll compromise. We'll put this in the middle. See if we can start trying to separate some of the stuff out. We can also wrong one. We can start shortening the distance for this guy. Where are you? I've lost you. This one here. Not the second time I clicked on that. Right, at the moment we're sending the biological waste to... I'm going to put the biological waste into here. Unload biological waste. And we can't put the mixed waste so on there at the moment. So I'm going to remove you. And if I can clean this up, again, if I can clean this up, we can then dump the mixed waste from here into here, because of course what's happening now is this is now contaminated, so these guys won't deposit the mixed waste. In fact, I could, as a contingency, put the mixed waste onto here for the moment. The trouble is that will fill up very, very quickly. But I think if I can clean this dump up, I'm hoping if I can clean the dump up, let me just pick you up, waste, because these won't. Well, they will deliver to it. Yeah, we'll just put it back on here. We'll just leave you on there. I think. Yeah. Yeah, because technical offices don't really care, so we can put you into there and just leave you there. The only thing we can't do is the distribution office here, because they are not there. Because these guys are sensitive to, so we're just gonna have to send this to the custom shed. One thing I do want to look at, let's go to the customs shed. I want to look at the prices. I don't think we need the fertility on anymore, so we'll just turn you off. Actually, what's the crop situation here? Oh, it's not bad. We're on the 5th of May and we still got some surplus crops. I want to look at prices. I want to look at this wastewater. This is purchase, isn't it? Current prices on the global market. We can sell for 174.5. Ash. We actually lose money to sell ash across the border. Metal scrap we can sell for so we can make money from selling metal scrap, and other waste so it's the other waste, that's what I was looking for. So other waste we really need to burn. The plastic scrap and metal scrap we can sell. I mean, if we go back to page 1, and aluminium scrap we can sell as well. So there is a potential profit even if we don't turn it into aluminium, although it looks like we're going to need to turn it into aluminium. There's a potential profit in the fact that we can sell the scrap across the border, but we can't sell the... Actually, what's the... I suppose they won't let us just check hazardous waste. I'm trying to get a profit loss mindset. Oops, no. I'm just trying to get my head round hazardous waste. Yeah, hazardous waste is expensive. Okay. I'm assuming the fact that buy minus 38 is misleading. It means that we actually get money for buying it. Because it's saying sell, we don't understand why that's a minus. Oh well, it's just the way it is. So we're just going to get this here. Just want to get back and check that helicopter. Right, so this guy's now got aluminium. So he's now repair. Where are you? What's up with you? Waiting for repair. Okay, no workers. Does anyone deliver workers here? Or related vehicles. Okay, we're going to need minibuses. I'm not exactly sure how he was doing repairs in this. Right, we're going to need a couple of minibuses. Oh, I've got a couple of minibuses here. I've got a distinct impression that I might have intended to set these up and never got round to it. Right, we're going to need to find a place where there's lots of workers waiting. There we are. Go up there. Up workers. And you can go get some workers to the... Yeah, I think it's the downside of having to put this out all the way out here. Line spacing. Okay. Get some workers out there. And that should get that going. Right, before we go back down to the bottom of the map, let's have a quick look about what's going on up here. This is hazardous, gone to hazardous waste. This is being built. We need chemicals in here to get our processing going. Got to get about 6 tons of chemicals in there. Where's my chemical distribution office? I think you need, you don't need chemicals, do you? Oh, no, I know where we need chemicals. It's, you need chemicals. Oh no, you're selling fireworks, so it must be the other guy. Right, you, where are you? Okay, you're kind of doing a bit too much, aren't you? That might be a problem. Let me just check the other one. We may need a little bit of adjustment here. Where are you? Where are you? Yeah, you guys are sat around. Nothing in particular. Oh, you've only got the one truck, but that's okay. We can set you up to put another truck in. Set you to there. Pick up chemicals. send you to there. Drop off chemicals 80%, 100%. I think what I will do is we're you guys to drop off gravel and just got a quick look at the, where am I? Push that up a little bit. Should come there, and that means I should be able to take this guy who's a bit overloaded off the outlet. Huh? Doesn't make sense. Oh, it's here. Haha. Okay, so I've got this wrong. Water treatment. Okay, this guy's delivering chemicals. So you're delivering the chemicals to there. So where are you? Quick change. No, I think I can leave. No, we're I must admit, everything is getting very, very messy now. Chemicals 80%. And probably the easiest way to do this is to come in here. Medium distro. And just remove you from there. That gets everything back sorted out. You've been allocated to work North Camp maintenance. I think we'll get the helicopters working more and more local now. Get you there. Check this. This needs to be mixed waste. This needs to be hazardous waste. It's done. Yeah. Gravel. You need to be metal scrap. Is it? Yeah. No. You need to be construction waste. This one needs to be metal scrap. That one's done. This needs to be 50-50. What are you producing? You're producing steel. And we need plastic waste. We can start with that setting there. This needs to be plastic. Just push that up a little bit to begin with. And you will produce the plastic. I can't remember if that actually needs any chemicals. Right, so we're just going to go down to this area. See what's going on. Right. Unreported crime. Right. We need a lot more workforce in here. Right, we got, you guys are doing nothing. You're my potential ash processing guys. Why are you not black drop? Yeah, I think I set that so that we don't overfill the biological processing over here. So if this is filling up, we could have a problem. I think this is when you set up these supply lines, is balancing it is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Yeah, this is at 60%. We need to make sure that this is being processed down. So we're going to need to keep an eye on this, because this, hoping eventually one of these guys will do something. Let's just see if we have got any more fertilizer flowing up this way. If it's not, we could be in trouble. Yeah, we got 899 tons of fertilizer up here, which is good. I mean, we've got space for 270 tons. We could start getting biological waste from here, but I don't want to do that just yet. All right, we're just going to check the progress of building, and then we're going to have a little bit of a run round and see if we've got any hotspots. Okay, we've got people in here. I want workforce there. And I've got some these buses. What route are you on? No, you're going that way. We've got workforce here, but I've been kind of stealing the workforce from here. If we can. You're going to the filtration plant. I think this might be the one. Where's that bus stop? Actually, do it this way. We need a lot more workforce into here. Okay, so you're currently picking up from here. Yeah, so what we need to do is change this there. If you what vehicles have we got on here? Okay, we've got 32 seaters. Okay, we're just gonna accept the changes. Again, I wouldn't mind another 32 seater or something a bit bigger on this area. Right, all the way over to here. And back to probably wouldn't mind. Okay, let me just check something. We need 30, 80, 100 and about 100 people being dropped off regularly, so I think we need to upgrade the buses a bit. So get some bigger buses. So I don't think 32 is enough. Then again, if we've got enough coming in, buses. What we got here? We got 4,500 kilometers now. We get 1, 2, 3 of those. And then what we'll do is replace the ones we get. So we just got that here. Right, we're just going to start our sweep of looking for hotspots. That's good. I haven't checked up here. Let's see how these guys are in the green. I haven't really looked at these with respect to what are you producing? Construction scrap, metal scrap. Okay. We need to look at getting some construction stuff out of that. That's 51%. This is nice and green. Yeah, we're getting that there. Tell us this is 100%, but that's okay. We're going to tidy that up later on. This is 26%, but again, this is just this here, and we're going to deal with that over time. We've got a traffic jam. Where's that? Oh no, I think these traffic jam messages seem to come when you've had because what happens is probably this one from the repair building. They park in here and they block the entrances to these small distribution offices that don't have drop-off points. And then effectively the distribution office stops while things are actually, you know, until things are sorted out. We're here, we're just pick up that route I put into here. Up related lines. Hopefully we'll get back over to here. Let the game run fast so we can get things moving really quickly. I really need the workforce into here. Stop production. Where is the depot? So we've got our technical office being repaired. Okay. One, two, three. Down here. Launch. Launch. Oh. Okay, we got a small problem here, but it's 178. Yep, he's there. So it looks like we may need to put in some form of waste disposal there, but as long as it gets picked up while it's still in the yellow, I don't think I nearly need to obsess that too much about it. We know this is green. I just want to go up and check Dark Valley. We're on the 25th of May at the moment. I think this area is nice and stable. I mean, they're just running a very rudimentary waste processing, which is everything's just getting dumped across the border. Go to... We'll probably spend the rest of the time. Right, we've got a problem here. Brick house, but it's only only one. Got, oh, you've got red. That's not good. Boy, are you... Okay, I think we're gonna have to get in something here. Because what we've got is a Dark Valley school, and we got a little bit of a pressure point here. So I think we're gonna need to put in. It'd be nice to put in a big pickup, but I don't think we'll be able to do it. Might be able to get a smaller one in here. I can get it in really close. Put you in there. It's not going to hook up, is it? Yeah, let the game run. Have to put you there. Delete you before. I don't want to demolish. I just want to remove you. And then put in a mud road. And then we can just cover this area. And actually this might be a good opportunity to... Yeah, we've got a bit of a blind spot here. And I think the rest of this area is still being built in, so that's understandable. And we got this being built, so eventually this will provide the cover. How far are you? This should cover the store when it's actually finished. Okay, right, let's see if we're getting the workforce down into here now. Turn off the... You go there. Well, loads and loads of workers on there. I don't care if you're unemployed. I want this kicked into life. And we got no workers here at all now. Okay, let me just sort this route out. I need to name it. Dark waste process cross drop in there. I can make sure that this is set up properly. Unload. Yeah, I've got this back to front. Load. Everybody. Unload. Okay, we should get that working now. Right. That goes to the heating plant. That comes from this bus stop. I want this one to be virtually exclusively working to the right. What's up with you? Unload. Load. Unload. Okay. Rename you Dark so I can get these the right way round. Early waste pick. Sure they're the right way round. Road. What is going on here? These seem to have split into separate routes, which is not good. These, I think it's because I've been messing around with the routes. Line spacing. So what we're going to have to do is capture these guys and put them all onto the same route. We've got one more bus to find. I think that's it. And then what we'll do is we get these running, and then once it's settled down, we'll get rid of the little ones and use the bigger buses. We can move faster. Okay. Right, we're actually going to get some workforce into here now at long last. And we can split this around without drinking water. Okay, you're now producing that. Right, let me just see. Right, he didn't drop off anybody. We need to get this going very, very super efficient. In fact, I might leave all these buses on here for the moment. Okay. 11. That's 19. That's 13. So we're now starting to crack on a little bit now. We're getting... I'm not sure why these guys... Yeah, we're starting to get it now. All right, we've got nearly maximum output from the hazard waste processing. That will process 7.5 tons of chemicals a day. This can do 50 tons of mixed waste, and the incinerator can burn 58. So we're now starting to get. We got this export. A bit worried about the fact that this is being exported into there, isn't it? And what we should be now getting is a nice supply of. We're going to have to keep an eye on the ash, because if this fills in, that will shut down there. I think I might preempt this to begin with. We're going to get another medium dump, and I think we won't. There's no point trying to put a connection there. So I think if we put in something like that, and then come out on, you can do it, game. What's going on there? Cancel that. Going to be a bit clumsy, but come to there. You there, put you there. It will mean that these guys will have to pick up there, go around there and back up to there, but that should be okay. Right, let's just see. More importantly now, are you making a dump? Right, we've got construction waste going out. We do need this to be built up quickly. Not really seeing this go down. So I think at the moment it's coming from here. It's not pulling from here. It's a little bit of a disappointment. So although to be honest, getting rid of I think what's happening is it's drawing down this hazardous waste here first. So we got 45 tons of that to be done. That's going to take quite a few days to get processed. Need to make sure that we got a nice steady supply of chemicals coming in. Got some metal scrap building up, aluminium scrap, plastic waste. So we're not getting any plastic waste at the moment. I think that's because the composition, I'll just check the composition. Composition of here is a little bit of metal scrap, a little bit of construction, no plastic waste, biological waste, burnable waste, and hazardous waste. And a tiny little bit of ash. So I think we're just gonna have to let this run and see, and until this starts going down, we can't put any mixed waste into here, which is a bit of a disappointment. I mean, this is going. I don't feel that this is as efficient as it should be. I'm just going to try something. You guys, I'm going to flip that. I'm going to flip that the opposite way. I want to see if I can do something. I got just wonder if that's not working properly. So if I flip you the other way, get these guys up from here, pick up mixed waste over to there, mixed waste. What's the capacity here? 50 tons. Okay. So what we're going to do is see if we can stop this by dumping the mixed waste in automatically. We got these. I'm just going to buy some more waste trucks here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, guys, I've gone way over time as usual. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut the video really quickly and wait for these trucks to fill up and take the load to there. And I'll come back just to show you whether that actually works. Okay, guys, welcome back. We're just coming up to filling up these trucks. This is the second time round because the first time I actually missed it because I was looking at something else. But just about to send these trucks across to here, and we're just gonna. So he's just dropped off 6 ton. So the efficiency is increased, but it drops right down here. It's almost like this connection here isn't working because we're kind of pulling out the loads from here. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.